Hey everybody, it's Matt, and I'm back. I'm back after a long hiatus of a couple of weeks. And this month, November 2021, is my birthday month, and we'll be doing some stuff leading up to this whole birthday thing. And mind you, I'm looking a bit disheveled and a bit old. As you do in your birthday month, you start getting a lot older, and I'm starting to look a bit like Tom Baker at the moment with, the baggy eyes, and, I might need a bit of Botox in here or whatever, but yeah, I'm just looking old, a bit experienced. But yeah, I'm just really not looking forward to the birthday. But something that I hadn't done in a long time was a pickups video. So this is stuff that I've bought over the last couple of months. I normally do them on PJ Maybe's channel, which is a great channel, by the way. Go check him out. But I hadn't been able to do anything with him lately because of the time zone changes. I think they've corrected themselves now, but we changed our time zone, the whole daylight saving thing, and it sort of put me out of whack. So yeah, that's the difference between living in Australia and living in the UK. Maybe one day we can do something all together at the same time in the same time zone. That would be fantastic. But anyway, I hadn't done a pickups video in a while, so I thought I would share with you my pickups for the last couple of months. And so, as you know, I'm a massive Blu-ray fan. Another great channel that I check out is Home Media Minefield, done by Keith Isles, and he's really fantastic. He talks about all the different types of Blu-rays and from around the different countries and everything, and I love all that stuff. And I buy a lot of stuff from the UK as well as in Australia, because we have the same time. We actually have the same region zone, which is I think B, and so it's a lot easier just to put on a disc, and not worry about not being able to watch something. I mean, like my High video, the DVDs are all region locked, so I have to put them on a region unlocked DVD player. But since I've got all these great Blu-rays and everything here, I thought I'd share some of them, and the pickups. And I also got some, as you know, I'm a bit of a collector with the figures and everything too, so I got some figures as well. And I'm also into art, so and animation, so I got some art animation books as well to share with you tonight. But firstly, let's talk about Blu-rays. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about some Australian releases. You guys will probably just all switch off now, which is fine. But these Australian releases are actually British comedy, and the first one I got was this one from Imprint, who's pretty much, I'd say, the absolutely leading prestige label in Australia for stuff that's not readily available normally in Australia, like Fox and Warner Brothers and all that. They just don't release stuff like this. They just don't. They're not interested. They want to just show the latest movies and release the latest movies and stuff, and it's really difficult to get some really good quality old but classic shows. So anyway, so this one's actually got it's a 4-box set, and it's got Steptoe and Son, Right Again, and Are You Being Served, and also Dad's Army. I'm not really a Dad's Army fan. I'm just not. But I'll watch it. But yeah, I just never ever got that humor, I guess. Yeah, but Are You Being Served and that, I mean, who doesn't love Mrs. Slocum and a pussy? And, so another release that Imprint put out in the same month, actually, Harry Palmer the collection. Now, don't take any notice of Mr. Mega Geek and his ideas that Ipcris file is the best one and that's the only one you should watch. This one actually has all 3 original movies, right? Love you, Ian. But this actually has the 3 releases, including Billion Dollar Brain, and also Funeral in Berlin, and of course the Ipcris file as well. So I cannot wait to get into this stuff. I really can't. And I'm just going to leave it on loop, I think. Who doesn't love a bit of Michael Caine, you know? He's brilliant. And so, and I, to be honest, he's probably one of my favourite British actors. I don't think there's that many British proper actors that, you know, I mean, okay, he sort of doesn't have much range, but, you know, it's Michael Caine, but, you know, I mean, Michael Caine's brilliant. So I got those 2 last week, I believe, and so I hope to have a little review of them soon. And I know a lot of people love Doctor Who at the moment, and so yeah, I'm not even sitting on the fence. I'm on the other side. I'm not even watching any of that crap that's on at the moment. Even though everybody seems to, you know, have suddenly turned to, I love it. It's like, never forget. Never, ever forget. So I'm one of those sticklers, you know. No, they burnt me. They really burnt me, and so I want nothing to do with that era, the new era. I want nothing to do with it. But I got some Doctor Who figures, and they're classic. So thankfully, a couple of years ago, actually, we got Amazon. Now, I know you guys have had Amazon for a long time, but Australia couldn't get Amazon for the longest time, and so now we have Amazon. We're able to, and then we got Amazon in Australia, and then they turned around and they said, oh yes, but you'll only be able to buy local Amazon stuff, which means that it was just all full of crap. And so anyway, no one was buying from Amazon Australia, and they ended up having to go, yeah, okay, here's the US, here's the UK, yeah, all right, go for it, you know, but you have to spend like a certain amount of money before you get free postage, you know, and all that, which is fine. It's fine. But anyway, so I got these action figures, and once I saw them, I was like, oh, yes. Here we go. Look at that. You see that? The Brigadier, Lethbridge Stewart, Mike Yates, who's apparently not very well at the moment. Please get well soon. A lot of people don't know this, but I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, but his auntie was almost a victim of the acid bath murderer. If you don't know that, it's true, very true. So, and of course, Sergeant Benton as well. And this is the Claws of Axos box set. But I mean, it's kind of weird. I was always like, I loved Sergeant Benton. I rarely ever remembered Mike Yates. I don't know why, but I always felt safe around Benton. Like, if I was left in Benton's charge, you know, I'd be okay. Don't know why, but yeah, no, yes. I mean, who can say no to this, honestly? But I don't know. Are these the same size as the originals? They look big, but I mean, I've never actually bought these smaller figures, so maybe they are the smaller figures. I've never actually put one side by side, but yeah, I mean, you can't say no to this. I really want to have a 3 Doctors set as well. I reckon that'd be brilliant. But anyway, so another one. Look at that. The companions of the Fourth Doctor. Not all of them. Where's Leela? Come on. Mega Geek's upset. But anyway, like, you know, you've got Sarah Jane, you've got Romana 1, you've got Romana 2, who chose her face. Whatever. And then she came out with that one that looked like from Santa Claus Meets the Martians. You remember that one? It was really tall. She was really tall, and yeah, that was just too weird. But anyway, yeah, I love these. I think that these are repurposed from what I understand. But yeah, they look pretty damn good. They look pretty damn good. And, you know, who can't say no to Sarah Jane? Brilliant. So, yeah. And I mean, I think that these would actually work alongside the other figure, like of the Fourth Doctor, because he's a bit taller. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, I just think it... Whatever. Art book. Okay. So, as you know, I'm a huge animation aficionado. I know a little bit. And one of the movies that I haven't gotten a chance to see yet, but I'm planning on at some point, even though I've got Netflix and everything, is called Mitchell's versus the Machines. And this is the art book I happen to collect from Sony Pictures Animation. Obviously, this was supposed to come out at the theatres, and it didn't, and it went straight to Netflix because, you know, that's the way of the future, guys. Way of the future. Streaming. And so, yeah, this is great. But here's the thing. So while I'm looking at this, right, what's wrong with this picture? Right? Can you see? It's up close. What is wrong with this picture? You have that boy, that girl, that man. Hang on a minute. Her colour looks a little different, doesn't it? It does. So, while you read through it, you find out that the mother originally was a white lady. Look at that. There's no change of colour in that, right? There's something suspect here. And so, if I keep going, let me show you guys. I found this hilarious because I've actually done a lot of character design for animation and for little emojis and stuff like that. And so I find this stuff hysterical to watch, and the way that the industry nowadays sees itself and how it has to be up with the times, you know, and all this. But if you see this is the Posies. Now these guys are the ones that are supposed to be like, you know, very heroic and all this sort of thing apparently. But like, if you look at that, right, now that man is obviously Asian, right? Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, right? That's fantastic. He's Asian, right? And they got this lady, she looks of a Latino type, and then you have this daughter who looks like nothing like either of them, and then you have this girl who obviously looks like the father. She looks somewhat of an Asian description, which is perfectly fine. I've been asked to do Asian people and that as well, to draw them. But this is the clincher, right? So when they decided, so that goes from that, right? Goes from that. But the original family is there, right? And I think that this guy was Hispanic. The father's actually Hispanic. Can you guys see? Sorry. There you go. The guy was obvious. Oh no, actually he's got a tan. He's overly tanned. Look, he's overly tanned because you can see the tan mark. Anyway, So I mean, I love stuff like this. This is so interesting to see the how they made this, you know, how they got to this stage and everything. But like I said, you know, this guy was Asian, right? And one of his daughters is looks exactly like the father, right? And then when you look at what they went with, right? They went with they turned him black, right? They turned the wife sort of Indian. Oh, sorry, I'm on her boob. But the daughter looks Asian still. How freaking weird is that? How weird is that? Look, they changed the father, but they didn't change the daughter, so she still looks the same. They've gone, oh yeah, she has a nice look. She looks... It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, so this is a great book, right? I'm sure it's a great film. I'm going to watch it, right? But yeah, it's interesting to see the process of how they come to this nowadays. To me, you fit a character that would fit that role. You know, you just don't go, yes, he needs to be Hispanic. Yes, she needs to be a Latino, which I think is the same anyway. But, you know, you just have to, you think like that. But anyway, Mitchells and the Machines. Go watch it. Really good film that I haven't seen. But get the book. It's fantastic. If you're into animation, awesome. That's the only book I've got to show you. I promise. So, anyway, am I in trouble so far? Anyway, Blu-Rays. Back to Blu-Rays. This one, I couldn't believe that it was available here in Australia, but it was, and it's called The Lady Killers, which I have never ever seen, and I know it's brilliant. So it's Alec Guinness in this one, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you know, it's also got Peter Sellers in it before he was a douchebag, and yeah, it's I'm just gonna, this is like one of those ones that I think is probably going to be a Saturday night comedy for me. I'll be watching it on a Saturday night, I think. But yeah, I love British comedy from the classic era. Now, away from British classic comedy for a moment, just a moment. And as you know, I'm a bit of a aficionado in Hong Kong cinema, and I got Robotrix, another Blu-ray from the UK, and this comes with a book as well and a poster. There's the book. Oops, shit. I just realised. Whoa, that's a naughty one, that one. Okay. I hope I don't get banned for that. But yes, this is okay. This shot. This actually stars. This is really weird, but this actually stars. What's her name? Amy. I can't remember her name. Amy Yip. Okay, she's in Erotic Ghost Story, and but like she's a very famous Hong Kong actress, where she does a lot of topless stuff, but like she covers up. It's really weird. You can see when they film it, it's really awkward because like she doesn't like to show anything but a bit of underboob and that sort of thing. So like you can see that they've filmed it in such a way that it's really awkward. It's just an awkward scenes. But she plays a robot in this, and there's a lot of sex in this, and yes, it's a funny film. Actually, I did laugh a few times in this. It's so wrong on so many levels, but when it's like 30 years old and you know that they don't really make, there's no way that China would have this made today, you know. But anyway, it's definitely an 18 rated. Let's just say that, but I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. If you're into this sort of genre, there are a few scenes that are a little, like I said, are awkward. Not just the shooting scenes, but just the some of the sex scenes are maybe too gratuitous. I can't say that word. That's a one word I can't say in my entire vocabulary. But anyway, yes, bit gratuitous, okay? But yes, it's worthwhile watching if you're into, you know, and it doesn't have any, normally, like a lot of those Hong Kong movies have, like, a bit of animal cruelty or something like that. This doesn't. So it's good to watch. Next up, since everybody is going on about this movie at the moment, I couldn't care less, but I bought this, which is the Dune, the William Hurt Sci-Fi Channel, I believe this was. This came out on video and everything. It was huge at the time. I have never seen it, so I thought, yeah, let's see how this goes, and I'll watch it. I went and saw the original movie at when it first came out, and I couldn't tell you what the hell it was about. It was just a confusing mess to me, you know. I still can't to this day tell you. That's the one with Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah, it just made no sense whatsoever to me as a small child, mind you, and I was small. Body Melt. This is a horror made in Australia. We don't have much Australian cinema nowadays. Very much it's gone the way of British cinema, which is really, really sad. It's we just can't laugh at ourselves anymore, you know? And so, but this isn't a laugh, this is a horror, and there's very few horror Australian movies out there. And this one actually has one that played Henry Bishop as the villain. So I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch this on the weekend, but it's very gross too. So I think it's got a lot of Peter Jackson-ish type of gore in it. So I'll be interested. It's got Lisa McCune in it. She used to be hot back in the day, not so much anymore. But yes, it's a very very gore fest Australian movie. If you haven't seen it, Body Melt. Okay. Now, I am hoping... Oop, dropped it. So, I talked about Dune earlier. This is Children of Dune, starring James McAvoy. But is he in it a lot? Or is it just like he happened to be in the movie and then they went, oh, he's a big name nowadays, so let's just put him on the front cover. I will be very interested to see. I think that this is the sequel to Dune, so yeah, let's watch it. I don't even know what the running time is on it anymore. 251 minutes. Hey, you know, make sure you've got a few hours free. As I said before, Imprint, one of the best labels out there, and in Australia anyway. And a lot of the stuff hasn't been released in anywhere else in the world yet. So it's fantastic. One thing that annoys me is that they've got this guy, excuse me, he's an historian. Yeah, that's what he does. It's the same, goes under the same term as influencer, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to say who it is, but he actually talks about the movie. He has absolutely no fucking idea what he's talking about, just like me. But yeah, I watched an audio commentary with him once, and I was watching it, and he was getting all the names wrong of the actors. He was saying that this actor was named such and such, and that he did this and he did that. It wasn't him. I know that for a fact. And when I kind of called him out on it, I just got stone dead silence because, hey, he'd been paid. You know, he's a professional. Anyway, Assassination Bureau. This has the beautiful Diana Rigg in it. When she was beautiful, she's not anymore because she's passed away. But when she was in her prime, oh my god! And have you seen her daughter? Bloody hell! So yes, this has Oliver Reed in it as well. And I have never ever seen this, so I could not wait to get to watch it. So its tagline is Zeppelins, bombs, bordellos, burials, you name it, we have it. And this just looks like absolute like a what do they call that one? Magnificent Men in their flying machines and the amazing. Is it the Amazing Race? Why have I died? I've died. I might come back. I've come back. I don't know what happened. Oop, performance issues. There we go. I think I've gone past my prime. But I'm back. Anyway, so this just looks phenomenal and amazing, and yeah, it just looks good. It's just unfortunate that they've got the wrong sort of people to do historically on. I reckon they've just read Wikipedia, you know, grabbed their check and read Wikipedia off it and, you know, said, hey, see you later, bye-bye. But yeah, I'm not a fan of some of them. But yeah, like I said, really good, and you should check out Diana Rigg's daughter. She's really hot. Just my type. Anyway, another one. This is for you, Mega Geek, if you're still watching. The Wrong Box with Michael Caine again. And I have never seen this one either. So this is a comedy as well, which is very similar to this. And it's got a lot of like deaths and bodies and all this sort of stuff. So it looks really, really good. And it also has Tony Hancock, who died in Australia, funnily enough. He actually committed suicide here in Australia. But I was watching a documentary about him the other day, actually, and it was like, they said, no offence to Australia, but when British comedians are past their prime, they go straight to Australia. They went straight to Australia and you know, lived out their days over there, you know, to make some money. And I'm like, really? You had to say that? You had to say it's true, but you had to say that? Really? Anyway, this is in the 60s and 70s. That's what they used to do. Like a lot of British comedy shows, they used to make them in Australia after they'd finished in the UK. We'd been watching the UK ones for years. They were very popular, so they'd make some Australian versions. And so, yeah, that's so he had decided to come over to Australia to do a Hancock. They used to have this thing. He used to have this show called Hancock Half Hour, and he tried to do it here, and then, like, I think he only did like one show, and then, yeah. Anyway, next one. I'm nearly finished, guys. I really am. I know this has gone late. This has really gone late, but I kind of really want to make this worth it. All right. So, sorry, I bumped my microphone with my Arthur Ascii on it. There we go. And I'm doing it again. Anyway, I actually own this on DVD, Blu-ray, the Australian versions, and now I own the UK version of Mysterious Island by Ray Harryhausen. And I got this because it had all the extras on it. The original, the Australian versions didn't have any extras on it, which includes audio commentaries and a 4-minute interview with the actors. I mean, come on, 4 minutes. But anyway, I do like Indicator. Some of their stuff, you know, the Fu Manchu stuff and that I just loved. So even though they were just apologising all the time for Fu Manchu. Anyway, I look forward to watching this. This actually has Herbert Lom as Nemo. And, you know, looking forward to it. I love the design of it. I mean, he has a shell as a giant backpack to so he can go underwater and all that. It's really great. Really good stuff. Okay. So, we're almost there, guys. So I bought the 3D version of Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't watched the movies that made us. I always knew this was a classic when it was first released. And it took me forever to find an Art of book, but I finally got it. They actually made this in 3D when 3D TVs were popular. And I love 3D, by the way. I'm a huge 3D nut. I love 3D movies. Even though my eyesight's failing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out in 3D. And finally, Bottoms Up. With an actor called Jimmy Edwards, who was big in and mostly forgotten in the UK as a comedy actor. And this is another Blu-ray, and I know nothing about this. All I know is he plays a headmaster that's, you know, a bit cranky, and all the kids are smart asses around him and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's it. That's the last one, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe. I'm sort of I've edged past 50 subscribers, so thank you so much to everybody who's subbed and listens to me yakking for nearly half an hour, which I think this is the longest one I've ever done, besides any of the live ones. And they are coming back, by the way. Yeah, they are coming back. I am hoping to do a finale show at the end of the month for my birthday and have all my friends over from YouTube, and we can all just come over and have a laugh and everything. So I'm still trying to organise that at the moment. Everybody's busy. That's the problem. Everybody's busy. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and if you really, really can, comment so that I know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong and what really freaking annoys you and what makes you really, really happy. Like me. Anyway, thank you, and so long. I say see you very, very soon. Is that bad? Should I have not said that? Anyway, bye.